hot day. Really is the dog days of spring. Am I right? I know it's past Memorial Day, but the equinox is not for a couple weeks yet. So today we're going to talk about fences. You don't want to go through all this work planting a garden and the deer or the rabbits to come and just eat all of the vegetables. So you should have figured out the dimensions of your garden last time when you were planning it out and turning over the soil. When you're going to make this fence, do consider the opening. You know, if you're going to be bringing stuff in and out of the garden, you want to have an opening that's large enough that you can get a wheelbarrow through, or if you want to bring a machine through, you got to have, you know, a good size opening. So the materials for the fence, we're going to use these metal posts here. Been around for quite a while. Gonna pop them in with this guy. It's gonna go over top of the post, and then we'll hit it in with the sledgehammer. So that's, you know, get your post in, and then for fencing material, gonna do a metal wire on the bottom, and now on the top, it's gonna be like a netting. You know, deer, they can clear a 4-foot fence, no problem. You're gonna want to have some sort of barrier a little bit taller than that. So, you know, a different type of fence would be, you know, like a chemical fence. You know, if you have some deer and rabbit repellent, you can spray this stuff on your plants, and that should help keep the deer and the rabbits away. It's sort of like belt and suspenders. You know, it's not a bad idea. You know, if you got these beautiful tomato plants and peppers and all that out there, you know, one night a couple deer get in, they'll eat it all. You know, a rabbit, you know, might eat some of it, but probably isn't gonna eat the whole thing. You get a, you know, growing deer, it's just gonna wipe out your entire garden. So after we get the fence up, we're gonna put in some beds. And, you know, I like the beds because you can put your knees on the wood, and we're just gonna use whatever wood that we have. And then just, you know, just kind of pow, 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 put it together. It doesn't have to be a perfect square or a perfect rectangle. You know, any quadrilateral or different shape should work out for you. Let's get to it. All right, some final thoughts. Consider if you want your fence to be temporary or permanent. I like the idea of a temporary fence because that means, before you start planting next year, you get a big machine back there. You can, push the soil over. If you got a compost pile back there, you can, drag that compost pile to get you a nice layer of organic material, nice layer of fertilizer on top. Your fence is something that you can improve over time. So, the main thing, you want to keep out deer, rabbits. If you notice that it gets breached, repair it. Use what you have around. No reason to go out and buy a bunch of stuff to make a fence. If you have some materials around, some stuff that'll keep deer out, rabbits out, get what you got, get your fence together so that once you get these plants in the ground, you're protected.